Once upon a time, on Smith Street, stories meant something. They traveled by word of mouth, and they shaped neighborhoods. They built culture. Welcome to Yore on Smith Street, where the days of yore meet today's headlines. Where current events get context. Where pop culture gets perspective. And where the stories behind the stories actually matter. From what's trending to what they're not saying out loud, to the moments that make you pause and say, hold up, wait a minute. We're not just reacting, we're remembering, we're connecting the dots. Because everything happening now, there's always a story before it. Hi, my name is Jaren. I perform by the name Smith Street. Welcome, you're on Smith Street. Let me tell you a story. Episode 7 is the season finale, if you didn't know. Yes, I had intended to do 7 episodes. Thank you to the experience that I had from podcasting before. Not to jump the gun, but yes, I've learned way more. I've learned a lot. I've learned more than I expected to in the last 7 weeks, and it's been an experience. I have felt a lot of different emotions, from anger to fear to confusion, sadness, excitement, happiness, all of them, you name it. Tired, I felt it all in the last 7 weeks. But I've learned so much about how the algorithm works a little bit, not all the way, but I've definitely learned what makes people engage more. And I've been working on it because I still get ideas and I just want to post them, but it's just, I guess you got to think about it as a business. And I would imagine that there is a time for that. I'm not sure when it is just yet. But off script, when we were younger, or when I was younger, social media was a game to me. It was a fun thing. I used it to have fun. But now, as an adult, I'm using it for in a more intentional way. I'll say that. Posting whenever you feel like it is not really a strategy, and hoping for the best. Like, we all wish that it worked, but it doesn't. I mean, it could. Maybe it worked for somebody. It don't work for me. But yeah, consistency is a system and not motivation, because the motivation will leave. It has left quite a few times in the past few weeks. It's not just about what you post, but it's also how it looks. How it looks is very important. Presentation matters more than you think. It matters more than I thought. That's for sure. Small mistakes like formatting, layout can definitely kill reach. It was killing mine because I definitely didn't realize that my overlaying text, the headline of text, was out of frame. And that was a consistent thing that was happening. And I didn't realize it because I wasn't posting it from the Instagram app. I was doing it from Opus Clip, and it was out of frame. And that was killing the reach. Another thing that I realized is that these talking heads do a lot better than just the voiceovers. And it may work for someone who has a huge following, but to grab someone's attention, a talking head works better. And there are 2 things that I learned that I got a lot of engagement on. There was a post that I did about Aaron Marcellus. Then there was the other post that I posted just recently that was an informative post. And I saw the difference was the post that I did about Aaron, there was the fact that it was a collaborative post. More people that I didn't know engaged with that post. The post that I posted about podcasting and showing you an easy way to get started, more of the people that I know interacted with that. I don't know. That's just something that I noticed. I remember when I first started my journey as a creative, And I'm not a content creator, but just as a creative in general. And the medium that I was using was music, right? So I wanted recording equipment because I couldn't imagine paying every time I came up with a song to hear it back. How do you hear it back? How do you demo this? And I had friends who had recording studios. I won't call them out because they wouldn't let me use it. But now that I have my own, I trust me, I get it. So it's no shade. Like that's my bro. But that's also well, it's not part. That is the reason why I ended up building my own because I wanted to do it. He wouldn't let me record at his. I ended up buying all this equipment. I mean, thousands of dollars worth of equipment, setting it up. And then I realized when I finally sat down that I didn't know how to work any of it. I really had no idea. It didn't even dawn on me. Like, I don't know what I thought. But I know when I sat down to, like, okay, I'm ready to go, I wasn't ready to go because I had no idea what to fucking do. Oh, man. And then that's that realization that, wow, there's another mountain. Like you get over this hump and there's another hump. And I've run into that a lot. I'm still running into that. I think that as long as we live, we will run into that. There is always going to be another mountain to climb. And that's okay. I think that we should be excited about the mountain. I like to say, consider yourself a rock climber because you got to put on those rock climbing boots and get to it, you know? Right. Get it. Having the tools does not mean you are ready. So, yes, every time that I overcame something, I had to overcome something else. I ran into another issue, and that's okay. And I also had to start over a lot of times. But every time that I started over, and sometimes it was like literally from scratch, right? But in the building, I was able to build better because I had the knowledge and the experience from before. So the building, like, there was still a foundation. You get what I mean? Like, okay, I know what to do. I know what to do better. And I've come across that quite a few times for whatever reason. You can lose everything except for what you know. Right. They could take it all away, but they can't take away my dignity. Okay? Because the greatest love of all, what Miss Houston said. Hmm. But yeah, so starting over. And that brings me to my point. Because when I started this podcast, I didn't plan on starting this podcast. I didn't know that I was starting a podcast. I was in class and they said you're going to publish a podcast, and thankfully because of the experience that I had a few years ago with AMP, shout out to AMP and Amazon, because of that experience, I knew what I wasn't going to do, you know, and I was able to be consistent because I didn't have to worry about all those things. And I also set a reasonable goal. Audio is hard to grow. I think I talked about that a little bit, but audio is hard to grow. I mean, I was resisting getting on camera a little bit. You know, I didn't want to do it, I'll be honest. But I did not have it all figured out, and I still do not have it all figured out, but I'm still growing. Remember my episode, The Paint is Still Wet? I don't know if you do, but that is one of my favorite episodes. I have a few favorites, okay? 30K Streetlights was a good one. The Paint is Still Wet was a good one. The last one was a good one. Number 6. I don't even know what the name of that one was, though. Oh, it was Adjust. I think it was Adjust. Or was that 5? I don't know. But Yeah, a few of them were really good. I mean, in my opinion, if I must say so myself. 2, 3, and 6 are my favorite ones. This one might be come out good too. We'll see how this one goes. Well, street lights, street lights. Whatever. All right, y'all, get up out of here.
Sometimes you just gotta pack up. Nothing to lose. Just me and you. No inhibitions. If you want to tell the truth. 'Cause I want you to. Just like two fools on a journey through an exhibition. Do you wanna see something new? Like skyline views. Sometimes you just gotta pack up, pack up, pack up. Let's put a stamp on your passport. Y'all need to get away, away. Say home, there's always wander off on their own way. I bet you need a vacation, relaxation. Robinson cruise in our birthday suits. On one of them vacations, you record everything, but who's with you? So call your boss and tell him to get some backup. PTO till you get back. Don't need a lot of luggage just to carry on. 2-piece and throw it in the bag. Let's just face it. Don't hesitate. Let's embrace it. The feeling never changes. Just gotta pick up, pick up. Let's put a stamp on your passport. Y'all need to get away. Always wander off on their own way. I bet you need a vacation, relaxation. Oh yeah. Tell me where you wanna go, babe. Come on, babe. Oh yeah. Switch the location, new destination. You and me, yeah, that's a good situation. You and me, yeah, that's a good situation. You need a vacation, relaxation. Don't gotta be a planned escape. Sometimes you just gotta pack up, pack up, pack up. Let's put a stamp on your passport. Y'all need to get away. There's always wander off on their own way. I bet you need a vacation, relaxation. You just gotta pack. Nothing to lose. Let's put